I was invited to go on the Long Island Medium, and I did go.
Did you?
I
And
think well,
So let's start with you, Cynthia. Ada has always been seen as the gentle, quiet sister, right? But this season, we start to feel got the power rising in her. So what does female strength mean to you today, and how did that shape how you played Ada?
so I feel like, that Ada has always been Agnes has always been the powerhouse. And if Ada has been the more, I think, female of the two,
Yes.
the traditionally domestic, worried more about people's feelings and the heart. And so now all of a sudden she's thrust into the role of the leader, the mistress of the household, and she is very eager to take it on and to have her rightful place. And I think more than anything, really, she's wanting to do it well, and she is terrified with some cause that she is not quite up to it, as she is so inexperienced in being a commander and making decisions, much less having all of this wealth at her fingertips to decide how it's to be spent or not spent.
Ada and Agnes are both very strong women, right? What would each one of you, what would you like to have, what they have more so in your own life?
That they have.
That they have? I would, I admire Agnes's ability to just say what she thinks and not then qualify it and apologize. I remember there's a remark that Jane Fonda said that she learned late in life that no was a declarative sentence. And I thought, wow, if I could, or women could just understand that what they feel is valid, and if they say no, it means no, and they don't have to apologize for those feelings. That's what they feel.
Or even explain.
Or explain. So I admire that about Agnes. And it makes her funny and intimidating, but I really admire that.
What about you, Cynthia?
I don't know. That's a hard question. I mean, I guess I love Ada's selflessness. I love how she worries about herself, but she worries about herself kind of last. She's so focused, particularly when it comes to young people or vulnerable people, about how she can help them and how she can protect them.
Ada is grieving her husband, and she turns to a medium, right, in hopes of reconnecting. Something that's surprisingly common during the Gilded Age. It's been around for so
Yes,
long,
yes,
spiritualism
yes.
parrots trying to go on the other side. I'm wondering, do each one of you, like, did you ever experience anything with that? Did you ever dabble into that era, or did you ever experience that or even try to tempt it?
I have not, no.
I was invited to go on the Long Island Medium, and I did go.
Did you?
I
And
think well, my wife was there watching it happen live, and she felt I was very skeptical, and she felt that I was not very receptive, which made the medium's job very hard. And she felt that the medium was saying things that were real, and just couldn't go there. I yeah, I couldn't go there.
There's something quite powerful about watching women on screen who are still growing and still redefining who they are, right? I mean, there's no age really for that. We keep doing that over and over. What do you hope that younger women will take away from Ada and Agnes? And what do you wish that someone had told you earlier about becoming yourself over time?
Well, women are still fighting the good fight, but I think watching this show for a young woman would make hopefully make a young woman realize how far women came. I mean, there's that poignant scene where the husband comes in and says, I've fallen in love and I'm marrying someone else, and you have to divorce me. and the realization that he has the power to just destroy her life. I mean, this was real. Women had to marry by a certain age, or their future, their fortune, their they could just, the bottom would drop out. It's a lesson in how far women have come, but how much women have had to fight, because it's the suffragette movement is addressed in this series, and you got to keep pushing. You've got to keep pushing. And women, God bless them, they really did in that age begin to wake up, and can't take that for granted, can we?
I completely agree with everything Christine said, but I also think it's very interesting that you take a time when there were so many more restrictions and so much lack of freedom and power, seemingly, women, but you have still these powerful women like Agnes and like Bertha, who are just, pushing it, and that actually, strong people, whether they're in a man's body or a woman's body,
can't stop that.
You can't stop
They'll
it.
just channel it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow, that was powerful. Thank you so much. Congratulations.